Welcome to your Daily Writing Habit, episode number 521. If you are writing a book or thinking about it, or maybe you've started writing your book and you need some help getting it done, you are in the right place. Good morning, happy Monday. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh, also known, especially on social media, as Christine Inc., like that stuff we write with. Each day I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 19 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that three things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and they have the ability to turn a quote-unquote non-author into a published one. Those three things are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Here's today's quote. Trust thyself. Every heart vibrates to that iron string. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Well, once again, good morning, happy Monday. And those three things I mention at the top of every broadcast, writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Those of you who listen to the show regularly are probably pretty quite familiar with those three things by now. And it's because they are very important. These are the things that I have determined over the years to determine an author's success, writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Therefore, every Monday, I offer you a tip or strategy of some sort in each of those areas. Here's today's writing fundamentals tip. If you are struggling with the writer things, and by the writer things, I mean like compelling dialogue, interesting character choices, gripping storylines, metaphors, analogies, writing content that commands attention on the nonfiction side, all those writer things that make the writing process feel joyful rather than laborious. Here is a tip for you. Stop trying so hard. By that, I mean stop obsessing about each of those individual writing tools and rather immerse yourself into the natural flow of the story. And how do you do this? Well, by trusting in the work you've already done. Trusting in the work you did to develop your book, your why, your understanding of your story, your character development, your brainstorming around your plot, your visioning, whether fiction or nonfiction. Trust in the work you've already put into your book before you began writing it. And a lot of that, by the way, that there's the official development, when you're actually, focusing on developing your book and doing that visioning and brainstorming and plotting out the architecture. But then there's all the thought you've put into your book that maybe you don't even realize. So you've actually put a lot of work into your book before you even put pen to page. So the idea here is to trust that. Do this and you will see the writer things fall naturally into place. Trust the work you've done. Do the work beforehand and then let yourself go and get lost in the flow of writing your book, which is a very beautiful thing. Here is today's productivity habit tip. And it's very simple. By listening to this show today, you are doing something positive and productive for your writing. So acknowledge yourself for that. This actually counts as a writing habit, especially if you're listening even semi-regularly. And thank you for that, by the way. So in line with one of my favorite habit reinforcing techniques, why not piggyback this existing writing habit with another one? So maybe either before or after you listen to my show, you add a half hour of research or development or visioning for your book, or a half hour or even longer of writing your book, actual writing. You could attach it to this since you already have this habit in place. Momentum builds momentum. Use this habit of listening to the show here, whether once in a while, once a week, or every day. Use this habit you already have to build additional writing habits, and in the process, you might even finish writing your book. And finally, here's today's mindset habit tip. Acknowledge and embrace your imperfections, which means first you must be aware of them. So let's talk about your writing imperfections. We all have them. We all have our kind of bad writing habits. Make it a new habit to fine-tune your writing radar and become aware of your writing habits. For instance, run-on sentences, repetitive use of words, sentence fragments, or otherwise. It's much easier to embrace your imperfections when you know what they are. Thank you for joining me here on your Daily Writing Habit, where I am helping you write and finish writing an awesome book. And please drop by my Inc. Authors group, INK, Authors on Facebook. And we have all the things you need: motivation, accountability, book writing, publishing resources, and more. Inc. Authors on Facebook. Until tomorrow, happy writing.